Hi guys, welcome back to episode 16 of my Let's Play of Amlup's Super Hostile Map Mini Territory Christmas 2012. Today, I've got several things that I need to address. First of all, we've just found some iron. I want to go get some iron, come back, have all iron armor and iron tools. I'm also a little bit short on arrows. So, what I'm thinking is, I'll go in, grab some iron from the area we were in the previous episode, and then come back out, get any arrows I can pick up along the way, and maybe if I have to, we'll grind a little bit, but by that time I could actually take a break between episodes and grab the arrows. It shouldn't be too eventful, probably not worth getting on screen. So what I'm going to do is just head right on over after I actually craft the pickaxe I was trying to make there. Gonna need that. Alright, that should be enough to let me get enough iron. I'm not overly concerned about the iron being booby-trapped. Maybe that's a mistake. Well, there's some free arrows right there. Nice. So I'm up to 20 arrows. I've got 16 levels of experience that I could spend, but really? I'll hold off on spending my experience points. Got to be kidding me. Alright. That is unfortunate. What I've been doing is sort of pushing forward a little bit in order to make sure that I get a... Now, I guess I don't get a critical with the shears. You know, I wasn't even looking. I may be getting criticals. I doubt it, though. So I'm just going to venture over and see if I can mine a little bit without without encountering too much interference. I really would rather not spend the arrows on this guy, but there's another guy off to my left. Definitely. There he is. Go ahead and now this is going to wear out my armor, but that's okay. I'm going to be upgrading to iron armor anyway. Not a deal breaker. Doing that just for the sake of being able to get out of here in an emergency. I see at least, I don't know, 20 blocks of iron. And that may be it. That may be all there is here. What? Oh, shoot. I guess I can't use the wooden pickaxe no matter how well it's enchanted to get iron. That's something I didn't know. I should have known it. But, live and learn, I guess. Not a big deal. Alright. I'll go ahead and use my arrows here. Kind of wish I didn't have to, though. I'm definitely going to have a slow deterioration of the number of arrows in my inventory if I keep doing this. because it's always going to take 2 arrows to kill a skeleton at full health, and they drop 0, 1, and 2 arrows. So slowly but surely I'm going to run out of arrows if I do that. I can whack the skeletons with my shears, but they're really going to beat me up along the way. That'll totally destroy my armor, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world if I'm going to be upgrading anyway. But I'd have to take a pretty good amount of abuse to get that close to him. It's just the spamming of the arrows when you get too close is just too brutal. And honestly, I think it's a little bit overpowered, and it sort of defeats the appeal for me of the skeleton as a ranged attacker. Now, keeping in mind that even in vanilla Minecraft, skeletons aren't going to be encountered in large numbers for the most part, so having them be a little bit overpowered isn't that big of a deal in vanilla. But if you were to have even a 2x2 grid of skeleton spawners in a super hostile map, that ends up being something you just have to take out in range. You just literally can't run up to a minimum of, say, 4 and a maximum of potentially 16 or more skeletons standing in a group. That would be just certain death, even with pretty decent armor. I mean, maybe if you had projectile protection, you could get away with it, but boy, you'd really take a beating. So, this actually looks good so far, and I'm actually finding more iron than I had counted on. There definitely is a little bit more here than expected, which is great. Yeah, there's some iron ore scattered through here. More than I thought. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Go ahead and lay this down. Consider this to be roughly the depth of what I'm dealing with here, which is not bad, actually. Oh, and another thing, when you're doing something like this, another thing you can keep in the back of your mind is that there could be spawners down here. Now, just because there are no mobs doesn't mean that there isn't a spawner. It may mean that you just haven't gotten close enough to the spawner. So if there was a spawner at sort of the back side of the... What? If there was a spawner... What? Thank you. I'll take that. So what I'm saying is, all the way at the back, buried in the wall where it's all stone, you could theoretically have a spawner back there, and it wouldn't have any valid places to spawn mobs until you dug into it. Now, I don't think I'm giving anything away by talking about this. I'm sure that's something that you can see in super hostile maps. I haven't actually seen it myself, but it's not something I invented, I can assure you. Damn it. A little more resistance than I expected here. Hey, forgot about these. I'm going to need that stuff. Okay. Let's kill the skeleton. So anyway, the moral of the story is, if you're digging in what you think is solid stone, and you know that it's potentially dangerous, potentially has spawners in it, make sure it's well lit. Pretty simple, really. Don't start a war with the Enderman. Don't start a war with the Enderman. Alright, well, I thought there were more skeletons back here. Maybe not. Oh. Oh. Go. Still nailed me. Don't start a war with the Enderman. Really? Oh. Hey, free iron. I like that. Where'd it go? I could have sworn I saw... Ah, there it is. I saw an iron ingot animated to come towards me, but I guess for some reason it actually ended up sliding on the ice away from me. Why is the Enderman taking damage, I wonder? That's weird. That was definitely a sound effect of the Enderman taking some damage. I suspect he just fell, because now there's a total of 3 of them. And that guy, too. Screw that guy. Snow blocks are nice and crunchy, so it's not bad as far as creepers go. Really? Come on, dude. What? What is this nonsense? What is the meaning of this? You little bastard. Not my best work, but whatever. This is just ridiculously dangerous. Projectile protection 1. Not a big deal if I end up losing that. Well, the other thing I could do is repair things and get enough iron to make an anvil. That's going to be 3 iron blocks, so 27 plus 4. So 31 iron. Also that I could repair some mostly leather armor. It's really not worth it at this point. May never end up be worth it in this map, just because there probably is a limited amount of iron. You know, I don't even want to get that close to this thing, just because of the blazes. I am definitely going to have to destroy the blazes at some point. Or not destroy them, but... I definitely need to set it up so that I can... God damn it. Run! Yep. Don't run towards the blazes. Well, you know, it occurs to me that I should not be using my bow of power 3 right now. I should be using my bow of flame. When I fight the blazes, I want to use my bow of power 3. Really? Really, dude? Little bastards. Try and get up a little bit higher. I suspect it's going to result in less guys falling on my head. This is reasonably safe. Not as safe as I'd like it, but better than the alternatives. Out of here with a stack of iron ore, that wouldn't be too bad. I'm up to 42 already, so, and the coal that I'm gathering will be more than sufficient to smelt all the iron that I'm gathering. So pretty much free. And again, coal being, or charcoal anyway, being a renewable resource, so I'm never going to run out of that. I can grow as many trees as I want, and therefore I can make as much charcoal as I need. So using the coal that I mine is a great idea, at least for me. That way I won't have to harvest and grow trees any more than absolutely necessary. I may even already have enough wood to get through the entire map, which would be fine by me. Your mileage may vary, and for those of you that like tree farming, certainly going for charcoal would be a great option. Just a personal preference thing, I guess. Now, one thing you will find, and I suppose I hadn't really thought about it, but for those of you who haven't played Super Hostile maps, yeah, this is a ton of iron. This is so much better than what you would find in vanilla Minecraft. Vanilla Minecraft really, for my purposes, actually I should have been switching back and forth the whole time and using the wooden pickaxe for all the coal. That was dumb. In vanilla Minecraft, you really don't get the concept of like big veins of something. I mean, for iron, your biggest vein is probably going to be, I don't know, 10 blocks of iron ore, which, you know, if you think about it, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's just something we're used to, but it doesn't necessarily map to reality at all. And I know Vex mentioned this. Vex is, I don't think I've mentioned Vex previously in this series. I probably should have before now. It's a little bit of an oversight that I haven't already. Vex is, well, maybe I did mention him. Anyway, Vex is the author of many Super Hostile maps. I don't know if he invented the genre, but he certainly popularized it. He's certainly one of the best known map authors, and for good reason. I've really enjoyed his maps. I've played, I think, 4 maps all the way through, and I played one halfway through and then had a technical problem where I couldn't continue. But Vex also has some other videos that just have to do with Minecraft in general and some advanced topics, and the video in question, video I'm talking about here, is a map building video where he made like a little island survival kind of a thing, and he sets up the whole island, and then he also sets up the minerals, the availability of minerals underneath the island in a similar way, not like Super Hostile, but more like vanilla Minecraft. However, he really talked about enjoying the idea of veins of things like diamonds and iron, which you, again, really don't get in vanilla Minecraft. I mean, they're in little pockets, but you're not going to find, 50 blocks of iron ore in one place. And you know what? It'd be kind of cool if you did occasionally, honestly. Because the problem with that is, if you don't, what happens is you dig out all the iron and then you leave. You just don't come back. Whereas if you have a vein of something, you'll actually dig to the point where you get enough for your immediate needs, and then you'll be able to come back to it. It'll be sort of like, this is my iron mine, and I haven't tapped it out yet. Water's good for that. Thank you, water. So there's sort of this idea of having more of a material than you would mine out initially. I mean, I guess you could always mine out whatever's there, but I like the idea, for instance, of having a diamond mine. Maybe there's just an area where there's just a ton of diamonds all in the same area, and there's really something cool about free arrows, maybe. You bastard! That was a hell of a shot. God damn it! Maybe waste an arrow on that. I should use my shears. But anyway, point being that on a Super Hostile map, you can actually have that. Clearly, we have Apparently I haven't planned this as well as I thought. On a super hostile map, you end up with... That's not cool. You can have all your diamonds in one place. Maybe that's the only place there are any diamonds. And you have to sort of travel back to that diamond vein. Sort of an industrial-sized diamond vein. And so it's a very different type of thing than vanilla Minecraft, in that you may want to go back to a place that has a lot of a particular resource. I'm kind of surprised they didn't leverage that in the game a little bit more. Alright, over a stack of iron. I like that. That's going to be pretty sweet. In the meantime, what I'm going to do while that smelts, and I hope it'll continue to smelt the whole time while I head over and grab some arrows from that little skeleton grinder that we made. So I'm going to go do that off camera. I know that mining the iron wasn't exactly super exciting, so I don't want to follow that up with another grind. So I'll go do that, and I'll meet you guys back here in the next episode. As always, hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments, any suggestions of any sort. Love to hear them. Subscribe or like if you want to see more of these things, and thanks very much. Appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.